Hey Brigandine fans, this is Double 77 Trigger here, and you're watching my second defense of the Castle of Humber. For this one, I've taken Chantel away. He was a very low level knight, just not happy with his performance. I got Cortina, she's level 1, but she can do Frost. And pretty much against most of the creatures in this game, most of them are red, giants, dragons, most of the leaders are red. You know, I am going up against Vinard, so he is blue, but he does have the white dragons, which do very well, plus they're red too. Just a lot of things are red, so typically it's a good call to try to go with the female sorceresses, or the enchantresses, as I believe they're called. Yeah, here, so I'm basically trying to set up a good defense. This one turns out to be a very excellent defense compared to the last one, which seemed a little bit sloppy, but then again, Vinard was there with some of his best stuff. So, as far as this goes, I set up a really good dragon defense. This is probably the way you'd want to have your dragon defense go, more or less. Probably better off without the giants in there, especially if you're going to do like a mage defense. You can also pull this off with golems. You can have golems there, because golems, they don't cost much, and if they try to send a wave up against you, if they send a wave of rocks, or if they try to poison you, any status affliction isn't going to affect you at all. You don't have to have them fight, so to speak. You can just let them crash into your wall of golems if you like, and then you can just Geno wave 3 times in a row and just finish off whatever else is there. But a dragon defense is even better if you can afford the rune power, especially with the fact that you have the acid breaths that can do quite a lot of damage to, 3 to 2 guys. You don't want to do it on one. You don't want to do acid breath on one particular character unless it's a leader. Typically, I kind of justify some acid breaths if I can at least hit a leader, and I feel like I should probably try to kill him right now, or if I get a leader and another guy. Yeah, so this was a really good good defense on my part. You'll see me pull the dragon line together here, and yeah, they're going to get hit pretty hard. Just kind of hoping they would pull him in a little closer. He wasn't as close as I wanted him to be, but I was thinking, oh geez, they really are. I guess it might be as far as he could have went, but still, it's very disappointing for me, because I really wanted to nail him right now. Especially with the last defense that I did too. I was able to kill off the other white dragon, so if I kill them both off, this would be even better. So here I'm going to try to just make it happen. Last defensive one I did too, I tried to force things a little bit. It did work out, but I did lose one of my knights, but that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. So here, he's at 580 hit points. I figured, well, I could maybe pull him around, but I don't want to break this line that I have. I mean, I have a pretty good line, and if I can get I believe Camden, if I can get Camden just to move over just a little bit, that'd be nice. Those guys aren't anywhere near me. It's going to take them quite some time to get down here, and by that time I might have already finished things off. I mean, especially if I could kill off this white dragon, that might send I think it's what is it, Gwynglin or Shootlius, but I might be able to send him away, or he might actually just run up into the wall and hope to kill a dragon in some fruitless effort. So I'm just gonna try to nail this dragon as much as I can. Hopefully I can get him low enough. Maybe I can get a kill. So we'll see here. I think I shoot acid breath through my own guy just to weaken him a little bit more, because possibly if I get him just low enough, I have another acid breath down there with my number 2 right below Cortina. This whip attack might help out too. So I'm just trying to get everything so I can kill this thing off fast. And you know, if Norgard's knight comes over here just a little bit closer, it'll be just within the perfect range for just a huge bombardment. So yeah, I'm getting hit, but I figure, well, I can pull him out of the way. He's not really a part of the dragon team necessarily. This team, I really just want to keep all dragons on here. And this is a really good dragon defense, so if you want to try this out, you won't be disappointed, especially if you try to stay in your spot. Especially since you want to try to get the most out of your acid breaths possible. Because your wizards, I mean, you can't shoot and move, you know, quote, quote. Pretty much you have to just stay in one spot, so you have to, you know, put them in a good spot where you feel like they're going to stay alive, and then just use up all your magic. And you could probably do a bigger wall where you spread them out a little bit further, but I found that if I put them in a pack like this, you know, 3 up and down, or you know, 3 in a triangle, 3 little wizards or enchantresses or sorceresses or witches, you know, whatever you have. If you put them in a really tight pack and you just let the enemy come to you and hit your dragon wall or golem wall, you have a lot of success, because they will get hit on practically all angles. You can just pick and choose who you want to kill at whatever time. You don't have to try to pull together some amazing strategy. It's actually pretty easy this way, I think. But as far as attacking with a wizard crew, you can do it. It's probably a little more difficult because you're missing the castle defense. Here, what I could have done is I could have pulled Cortina back and put the dragon on one of the castles. But because I have so many dragons, it's hard to say which dragon they're particularly going to go for first. So they could go for the dragon that I set on the castle, but then, you know, he heals up. But if they don't go for the dragon that sits on the castle, then, well, he's getting hit points pretty much for nothing if nobody's attacking him. But here, like, if I set her on the castle and they have something to, you know, reach me and hit her, I don't have to worry about healing her up. And there's a big reason why I put her on it over the other two, is because she has the weakest hit points and probably the weakest defense. So if I put her on a castle, they send someone to attack her, maybe once or twice, she'll get healed by the castle. And if I need to use a unicorn or the angel's heal for something else, then I can do that. I do have 3 unicorns, so you can see the front line defense, the middle, well, the front line defense / offense, the middle offense, and the back defense. So I've got my back healing up my front line, I've got my middle wizards and archer, you know, picking on the beyond part, whatever they can. And here I just wanted to kill off this white dragon. I was just so desperate to get this thing killed off, because at this point in time, the wizard crew is good. They're very good because I can just, you know, set them in a sort of this rock formation here and, you know, sort of win battles. But I'm trying to hope to get high enough so I don't get attacked quite as much. And that's still kind of difficult to ask for, because, you know, they're very, very low level knights. But I do want to get attacked a little bit just so I can level up and, you know, get them up to sort of an appropriate level. So if I just want to, you know, move them around to a different castle, it's not so difficult. I can place them almost anywhere and they'd be fine. So yeah, they just lost their white dragon, and I might actually lose my wyvern here. But I felt like that was sort of an appropriate sacrifice, you know. They're losing their white dragon. I lose my wyvern, possibly pull Gwingulin in a little bit more for probably a better kill shot, so I can kick him out of this area and hold this fort down. So I was I was surprised about that, because I wanted him to finally, you know, get a little shot, you know, before he dies, just so that he can get something. But here I was thinking their Jin dude was going to definitely go for my mage, but no, he needed that kill, apparently. So, yeah, here they tried to come in a little bit, but it's actually really good they're sending in this Wyvern with 215 because he's going to get counterattacked and he's going to be low enough for practically anything to kill him off. Probably a wave attack might finish him off. But now that Gwyngulin's at the ripe area for pickings, he's going to get hit by 3 different waves. You can see 3 different attacks. And I might just concentrate on him in particular. Let's see here, I think I pulled one of the dragons up to attack the Jindude because, well, the other team's not even there yet. If I can kill off Gwyngullin quickly, I might force them to retreat. I can definitely just, you know, thunder him up from a distance. I've got 2 different acid breaths that can hit him. I've got a really good way that I can do it. I could possibly go with the Geno waves, but with him being him and him being at high hit points, might just try to thunder him up, frost, and probably one more thunder. But let's see what happens so far. I think this Drake kills off the Jindude. I did this battle probably a few days ago, so that's why I'm, you know, not knowing right now. But yeah, kill off the high level Jindudes. Don't ever let the enemy keep a high level Jindude. It will bite you, and it'll bite you in the butt in the future. You just don't want that. Yeah, I've got Divine Ray, I've got Geno Flame. I got a lot of nice attacks. But the bad thing about Ulster is, you know, coming off of a healer bishop status, he's not going to have a whole lot of MP. He's just going to have a little bit of MP. You know, so he doesn't have enough to keep, you know, barraging the enemy with a lot of Geno waves or a lot of thunder attacks like the other mages are equipped to do. Even though he's level 17, you know, he grew as the bishop status. So that's the reason why. You know, it's nice to have the unicorns, even though I may not have the ability to heal all the time. You know, there will be times where I'm going to definitely need them for a really, you know, strong army. I mean, this is it's an okay army, but I mean, come on. I've got 5 dragons. I mean, I guess they don't really think of it that way, but I do. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna do, I think I'm gonna do a wave attack here, get a kill here, get a hit with you know, Gwyngullin. I don't know. Oh wait, no. I figured this was probably better. I can just concentrate on Gwyngullin. Throw the unicorn in there, get the kill. Yes, he's a healer and all, but you know, if I really want to concentrate and kill the leader, it's best to not try to Geno wave, because the Geno wave attack is going to do a lot to everybody, but not a concentration form on, you know, one particular person. So you're always going to do a whole lot more if you try to do Thunder or Curse. I've been trying, you know, to see what the difference is between Flame and Frost, and I think that even though if you attack something that isn't weak to either of them, I really do believe that Frost is still slightly strong. So I think that Flame is one of the weaker attacks, you know, or weaker magic attacks in the game. Yeah, I was kind of surprised it didn't do more than 160. Usually Thunder does about, I don't know, I guess probably about 190 or so. But here I was just playing around with some ideas. Well, I don't know, what if they attack me and stuff like that? Should I move there? Because here I don't need to attack the rest of them, because if I just kill him off, they'll leave. And if they decide to stay, I may possibly, you know, hurt myself a little bit with some counterattacks when I don't even need to. So that's why I'm not attacking them per se. What's more important for me right now is to basically just level up my wizard crew, you know, my mage crew and that. And so yeah, I put this one dragon out there thinking, oh, okay, well, they can't really break through this dragon and the they can't break through the dragon and the angel at the same time, because there's that little space there. that you see in between the dragon and the angel that they can't get to. Even if they were, you know, just trying to walk up there randomly, they just couldn't get to it. They have to actually stand in a place, you know, the space there right before the dragon and the angel, and then they can move a space forward to actually hit my mage ulster. So I'm pretty safe at that point. And this was just kind of an awesome thing too, because now I have to figure out, well, okay, I can kill Gwendolyn, but can I get Feticia too? Can I hit her as well? Should I try the wave attacks? So yeah, you'll see in a minute here. Griffins, I do like to get them. They're actually very helpful. They don't cost as much. They're not weak. They're not strong, but they do usually get good attacks on ground creatures. And you level them up to a Holy Griffin, and then you can just basically sit back like a mage and just shoot your feather attack, and it does almost the same amount of damage as the regular attack, and you don't have to get hurt. What I've been finding more and more is I've been playing with less and less lizard guards. They really don't stack up to a dragon, you know, in the comparison, because usually they're kind of anti-dragon, and dragons are kind of anti-lizard guards, but lizard guards are kind of like the little brother of the dragon. And it's very true, you know, on the opposite end of the spectrum. But they just don't seem to hold up very well. Only if you get them to a I'm sorry, I think I keep saying lizard guard, but the lizard man. I don't think the lizard man really stacks up to the dragon. The lizard guard almost really does stack up to the dragon. A lot of times it can pull off some pretty good criticals, but it will get hit pretty badly too. So it's you know, I just don't feel like they really give me a whole huge edge. Their poison ability does almost poison all the time because it's a direct poison breath, versus some of the other ones like Venom may or may not, you know, poison you. The Scorpion Tail, you know, may or may not. But the poison breath does work really well, so they're really good for that effect, and then you can get 2 leaders with that. So here I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to get both of them at the same time? Because I want to finish them all off right now. And I need to kill off Gwendolyn pretty much before he leaves, because he's going to, you know, probably go soon. He might heal himself up. I don't want him to do that. So if I use Acid Breath and possibly a wave attack, I'd get both of them and, you know, probably get a kill shot on Gwendolyn, because the Acid Breath isn't going to do that much to him. He's level 17. So I think someone probably needs it now. Yeah, someone needs a heal right now. But yeah, I'll just throw a heal on somebody and continue the attack. This is probably one of the ways that you want to play this when you're playing with a magic crew. If you can get all dragons, it's one of the best things you can do. Because not only can you use your magic, but the acid breaths will help out amplify the damage that you're going to do to the enemy. So let's say you can't get close enough with some magic to kill a guy. Well, if you use your dragon first with acid breath, you can reach him and lower him down enough that you probably could do that. So yeah, here Gwendolyn gets kicked out. I do like using the guy so I kind of know what he can handle, and you know, usually when it plays Norgard. So, but yeah, Cortina really needed a kill, and this is going to project her really high, which is going to help me out quite a lot. So he's gone now, and now she's stuck there because she just moved there, and now I got 2 more guys to start beating her down. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, because it's very, very easy to do this. It doesn't take a whole lot. Wizard teams, they're only really weak to, let's say, a crew like Zemeckis with a bunch of archers, or, you know, with a need, or with high centaurs or something like that, because they'll just walk up and, you know, kill off your wizards in the back row, and, you couldn't really do much about it unless you had protect on them. I think a friend of mine said that you know, he was playing this, and he was playing as Kai because Kai is one of his favorite leaders, and he got killed off by Zemeckis, a High Centaur, and a Need as the archer. And Zemeckis just came up to him and did the super critical attack, the thunder attack on him, and just weakened him down to next to nothing, and he never even got to go. Zemeckis just was there and killed him off with just like 3 attacks, and that was it. So yeah, wizard crews are really, really good, but there are some things that can, you know, destroy them. And now here with this dragon team, I didn't move anybody too much to defend from the northern side because I could see that, you know, that bishop takes some time to get down there. By the time we finally get down there, I probably should be able to destroy this force here. And if they ever decided to stay, which most likely they're not going to stay at all, you know, at that point, you know, they might hit some of my back row guys, but they wouldn't be able to hit any of my magicians, and that's what counts. So yeah, here I can kill her very, very easily. I've got a Geno Wave attack, and I'm thinking, well, can I kill something off? Well, let's see. Maybe I can lower something off so I get a bunch of kills. So if you can get a lot of kills with a Geno Wave attack, that's more experience that you can get. Yes, you can kill a leader. You will get experience for killing just that leader. But if you do a wave attack, get a bunch of kills, not only are you getting experience for hitting the guy, you're getting experience for killing the guy too. So here I'll get a kill shot and experience for hitting him. So I'll probably get 3 kills. 2 of them are monsters, 1's a leader. That's going to propel me up pretty high. I keep thinking they have Halo, but the regular angels don't. So if I could have haloed Camden to get a massive, you know, a massive Geno Wave kill, that would have been probably the best. But this will work just fine. So you always want to try to level up your wizards in particular, because especially your leaders more so too. And it does depend on the team, but pretty much mostly for teams like mages and whatnot, you want to level up your mages as much as you can, because in that perspective, once you level them up, then you can also level up your monsters too, because if your knights are higher, they'll get more rune points to support a leveled up monster. So that's pretty much what you want to shoot for. You always want to try to level up your leaders for the most part, because I've done this before where I've just tried to, you know, just level up monsters first and leaders last. But then it gets difficult because yes, you have a level 10 Griffin, but you can't class him up into a Holy Griffin because you don't have the rune power unless you kick something off your team, and most of your team is probably very, very high. So yeah, that's just a little bit of advice for that. So yeah, this is a really, really good dragon defense. I hope you liked it. If you do, you can click the subscribe button. This is 77 Trigger here, and thanks for watching. Bye.